goodbye to my friend, and being completely honest, that is a way that you have to choose excellent restaurant where to try in. Yeah, due to the fact that I tried fiercely in a restaurant that was that was horrible by a long way to the another one that I tried. Due to the fact that there is no well prepared, I think that it was a the flavor, even the taste was horrible. Nowhere near as the second one that I tried 2 3 months ago, because there is like a different way to prepare, when you prepare something with love and you try it even with more love than that. There is no comparison, okay, nothing like us, being completely honest. And I think surely it was for the, how to say it, for the staff, not only for the people, it's even for the gadgets that they are normally using in the preparation. There is, I think, a great deal for me.
Oh, really? So you are, when it comes to eating in these kind of places, you really pay attention. You pay close attention to the details, I guess, right?
That is not just for those places. I love to pay attention to the different dishes that I ever tried, because I am like a big fan to the preparation, to the small things that maybe for sure the people is normally to say, that's normal, but for me, those specific things, those small, those tiny things that people put with more effort, that is the way where you can see that they are trying to do the best. Okay, there is not in the same level.
All right. So when it comes to talking about this kind of cuisine issues, you're a thorough person, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Next. Now it's time to increase your and to get better in this task. Okay, the part two, the
Mhm.
long tour, the speaking. Okay, in this part, this time we have these three photographs. Let me zoom it out. Sorry, or maybe you can see it on your own book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for this time, the question is, what might be causing these people stressed? How might these people might be trying to deal with this kind of situations? Okay. So
Mm.
first of all, before you start jumping right in, I would like to tell you some tips. Okay. Please, first of all, do you remember how much time do you have for this task to perform this
One
task?
minute.
Yes, you have 1 minute. Okay. So, in order to hit the C1 criteria, as you know, you must use sophisticated linkers in speculative language. Otherwise, your score will be lower. Okay.
Mhm.
So, for example, when it comes to comparing photographs, you can use phrases or maybe fillers, speaking fillers. I used to say that. Speaking fillers, such as, for example, both pictures depict instead of saying show, right?
Mhm.
Please take note. Both pictures depict instead of saying those both pictures or these three pictures show the following things, okay? For example, a common thread between them is, for example, that they are working in different settings or different kind of environments. In a similar vein, and you start
Mhm.
developing your idea. But when it comes to contrasting ideas, you can use the most useful one, what is whereas. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, Examiners used to love this connector whereas when you use whereas in
Mhm.
this kind of tasks. For example, whereas the first photograph shows this, or unlike the first photograph shows this, or maybe this,
Mhm.
in a stark contrast to, and you start,
Mhm.
right? Or maybe the most striking difference, instead of saying the most important or the most
Mm.
outstanding difference, is to. Okay, now when it comes to speculating, you can use phrases like, I would hazard, I guess that, or maybe they appear to be, they appear to be doing this or this. It's highly probable that is another point,
Mm.
or maybe I get the impression that it is very useful in a similar. I get the impression that a man is talking with a man, or and so on. Okay. when it comes to answering questions, because for example, we have to answer a question here, right? Or maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the task. For example, you can say, as for why they are, right? Or regarding the challenges involved, or maybe this leads me to believe that they maybe feel overwhelmed or they feel stressed, anything. This leads me to think or to believe that. Okay, that is why.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like you to try it first. You perform this task, or maybe would you prefer to provide you the for me to provide you with another answer,
Okay.
or would you like to try
Eh,
it first?
okay, just okay. I would try it. I would try to put some of this vocabulary
Into
as the
practice.
into
Okay,
practice. Yeah, for sure.
so please go ahead whenever you want.
Just said, yeah. Just let me. Just said a common trait, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Um, it said, how might be causing these people stress? How might the people try to deal with it? Okay, that's interesting. Whereas the first photograph, the first picture shows maybe a further discussion between an employer with a worker. The second one shows the typical day, a normal day, a common day in school with a teacher trying to deal with a student. Unlike the tier one, that is nowhere near as the another ones, due to the fact that this is a several problem that maybe it have a solution. Um regarding the tree, regarding the challenging of this, it make me believe that in the three situations, whatever of those, the main situation that causes stress is how to deal the overthinking that I am making something wrong and I am trying to solving it. The better way to try to deal with this is to the make me believe that could be just count to 10, maybe try to figure out a solution that start maybe just with breathe. you know there is, I
Okay.
think, the first step you have to do.
Okay, continue, please. Or that's it.
Okay. In a similar situation could be in the second one.
Okay.
It's make me believe that it's easier to deal with that, unlike the other ones, because that is a situation that could be solved just with speech, with just a telling off by the teacher, in contrast to the third one that is a problem that related with a illness, maybe with something that is not cured, or just by the stress of the hours that the doctor had. Yeah, there is a big difference between the three, but the more difference could be the number one, regarding just a typical day in how to say it, in a face-to-face work with the people. Yeah,
All
that
right.
is easier.
Okay. You have increased. You have increased your vocabulary. That's good. Okay. That you are getting better and you are keeping up the pace. So, would you like for me to give it a go,
Yeah,
or
for
maybe
sure.
to go with the next one because I have another one?
Mm, no, okay. Let me hear model
Okay.
answer.
For example, in a model answer, I would say, okay, I'm gonna try to do my best, but in a zero level. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Why might the people be receiving this training? So first I would like to compare the top left photograph of the restaurant and the bottom left a picture that is, I think it's a lifeguard maybe, or maybe it seems to be a teacher, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So in this case, both pictures depict individuals undergoing vocational issues or problems that may arise when it comes to working in this kind of settings or environments. In the first case, the young man is likely an apprentice, I guess, learning of a restaurant maybe. She may be maybe a waiter, and she may be receiving like Maybe she's been telling off, right? Or maybe I think this kind of work, this kind of job requires a high degree of precision or accuracy. In contrast, the person in the pool, it seems to be like, no, how could I say that? It's like very worried about some issues, right? It's likely seeking to ensure that like it may went well. But regarding what this kind of jobs involves, it appears to be about mastering how to deal with this kind of situations. Okay, you have to have like a high level of proficiency to handle or to make it through, to make it through this kind of drawbacks and hardships. On the other hand, like a teacher's life is clearly more difficult than the other ones. It is likely that it involves high pressure and it drills your patience, maybe. It drills your mood, and I would ensure, or I would say that it would be taken for granted that during these kind of situations, being focused, being aware of what risks might arise in these kind of situations is essential to manage or to deal with successfully with these kind of problems. Okay,
Mhm.
you can do it, ladies.
Okay, okay,
That's it. Let me see. Okay, let me show you this one. Okay, don't go back to your this page. Okay, it is on page number 225, I guess. This is another task. Okay,
hmm
this time it says, why might the people be receiving this training, and why might the training involve?
mm.
Okay,
Okay. Mm.
first of all, I
Uh,
would like to provide you with some useful phrases. Okay, first of all,
okay.
let me see. When it comes to talking about vocabulary for your cheat sheet, it's like your cheat sheet that you can have whenever it might appear. It's like, for example, when it comes to training in skills, some vocabulary that you can use is to acquire a craft. What is the meaning of to acquire a craft? Aprender un oficio. Okay? Or
Mhm.
for example, hands-on experience, experiencia práctica. Okay? You start increasing in including this kind of vocabulary. To shadow a professional. Have you ever
Mm.
heard about this? To shadow
Mm.
a professional. It means to observe a professional in order to learn from him or from her. Okay? You can use vocational guidance. You can use under supervision, to work under supervision, and rigorous drills. Simulacros o ejercicios rigurosos is the meaning of this kind of vocabulary. Okay?
Mhm.
But when it comes to talk about stress and emotions, you can use to be snowed under. Have you ever heard about this one? This is a very advanced idiom. To be snowed under.
To be snowed under.
To be stressed or to be tired or to be sick of your work. Estar agobiado
Mm.
del trabajo. It's like something like, o estar estresado, estar, como diríamos, en estar harto.
Mm.
Okay? To be snowed with the verb snow, under. But with ed, snowed under. Or maybe you can say high stakes environment.
Mm.
It means that you are working in an environment, maybe that you are in an environment which involves a lot of risks. There is a high stakes
Mm.
environment. Or maybe an emotional toll, desgaste emocional.
Mhm.
Emotional toll. Would you like me to spell in it?
Emotional. Spell me toll.
Okay, Toll, toll, an emotional
Mm.
toll.
Okay.
Okay, how do you say in English at your level, mantener la calma?
Mm. Keeping calm.
Okay, it's something like this, but it is a little bit natural. To keep one's cool. For example, yesterday I was trying to keep my friend's cool. Mantener la
Mm.
calma. It's to keep. someone cool,
Mm,
right? We use the object pronoun, this the possessive pronoun. Sorry. Next, to be at the end of one's tether is when you are in the limit of your strength, that you
mm,
are not able to continue. Okay, to be at the end of someone's tether. I'm gonna spell it. It's Tather. Sorry.
mhm,
That is to be at the end of some. For example, yesterday I was trying to talk my mom into going to travel, but at the end I was on my tether. Okay,
mm.
está al límite de tus fuerzas, al límite de tu paciencia o de algo. O sea, ya no puedes más, estás al límite. To be at the end of someone's tether, of your tether. And maybe ni a demanding clientele, una
Mm.
clientela exigente, demandante. A demanding clientele. It's this kind of vocabulary. Okay. So with that being said, with no further ado, I would like you to try this. Okay. And then as well, I'm gonna provide you with a model answer.
Okay. Um, but that was the question. Why
Why
might the
might the
people be
people
receiving
receive
this
this training
training?
and what might be the training involved?
Hmm. Okay. Uh, okay. Regarding the first photograph, I see just a barberman who is learning. Okay. Meanwhile, it is under supervision. That is normal. That is something that is reported in the rest of the pictures. As the second one that shows a man who is training to be I lost the word, but that kind of people that is in charge to save the people when they are drowning. uh,
Lifesaver, lifesaver.
and the lifesaver. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. uh, Whereas in the third one, there is mechanical people who is maybe supervising or just taking a look to a car. It looks like they are trying to acquire a crab for sure. Okay, uh, the in the true one, they are trying to figure it out what could be the most important part of trying to catch the main ideas of the job that they are trying to be okay to become to in the most the striking difference could be the life order because in the another cases they are not being prepared to save a life. They are just being prepared maybe to uh, deal with a problem. It could be mechanic or
Yeah.
just a bad day with a haircut. That is the most stunning part for sure. Okay, the both pictures shows a typical job where you are just preparing to be with knowledge, whereas in the lifesaver, it is just like be prepared to save another life. That in by my perspective is kind of more difficult. Okay, yeah, that is that.
Okay, perfect. That's it. So now I would like to show you how to include the vocabulary that I provide you with
Hmm.
some moments ago in this kind of tasks. First of all, I would like to let you know that I don't know so much about mechanics. But anyways, I'm gonna
Either.
try to do my best. Okay. So I would like to start with by comparing the first photograph of this trainee berber in the bottom left,
Hmm.
the picture that is regarding of the lifeguard. In this case, both pictures or both photographs depict individuals undergoing vocational training to acquire specific skills or hand-on skills, right? Practical
Mm.
skills. In the first case, the young man is likely an apprentice learning the trade of barbering. He may be receiving this training to give it a go to a kickstart a career in the grooming industry, right? Which this requires a high degree of accuracy. In contrast to the other one, the person in the pool, it seems to be like it's training for a high stakes emergency role. For example, if a
Mm,
person is if a person's life is on the line, he must be trained for this kind of situations. And or maybe it could be like he is likely seeking for a certification to ensure public safety. It could be. I don't know. But regarding what the training involves, in this case, I think that the verbalization appears to be about mastering technical proficiency skills in like a manual dexterity, right? Under the watchful eye of a mentor, for example, because I think it is all about of the the most thorough details,
mm,
the finer details. But on the other hand, I think that the lifeguard is training like is very clear because it is more physically demanding and rigorous, and it
mhm,
is likely to involve high pressure simulations and maybe some drills to ensure that he can react, to make sure that he can react instinctively during a life or death situation, right? While focusing on this kind of stuffs, and the other one is like more centered on physical stamina or physical stuff and rescue protocols. That's what I think. Okay, and I cannot say anything regarding mechanics because I don't know so much about it. Yeah, that's it. Okay,
mm,
I just forgot to tell you that you don't have to talk about the three photographs. You can
mhm,
choose both, or did I tell you? I don't remember.
mhm. Okay, then yeah, that makes easier the
Yes.
job.
For example, you can choose the ones that you can compare, and you go ahead with that. Okay,
Mhm,
you can choose both, only two photographs, and that's it. For example, in my case, as I don't know anything about mechanics, I choose the first one and the other one, and that's it.
mhm.
Okay, so that's it. And let's go back this time to the book, and let's make a reminder of some phrasal verb that we have learned during this unit. This is
Mm,
unit
okay.
2, and we are about to start a new unit. Okay, and I think that with this we finish with the phrasal verbs and their keyword transformation.
Good.
To complete the following phrasal verbs from the listening tasks in the unit using the correct form of a word from this box. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's go ahead with that part. Number one, we have involved out the company's website to see where head office is located.
The company's website to see where the head is located. Check out.
Yes, check out. But what is the meaning of check out? To
Check out.
examine or to
Mhm,
investigate or to supervise or revise. Okay. Number two,
mhm.
I will be honest not to try to. And then we
Your
have
mistake
your mistake.
to come up.
Okay.
No,
It
no, no.
says I would be honest,
I
right?
would be honest.
In not try to up.
Cover up.
Yes, to cover up.
Cover up. Mm-hmm.
Cover up means to hide a mistake or a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, a good interviewer will ride through anyone exaggerating their experience.
I wouldn't well right anyone's well
It is like this phrasal verb is very
to
is well
just
okay.
I couldn't well right. Uh, everyone is around to catch through.
Okay, in this case is see see through.
See through.
See through. What
Mm,
is the meaning of the phrasal verb see through? It's
so
to detect deception, to discover
detect.
the truth, descubrir la verdad. See through.
Mm-hmm.
To see right through anyone exaggerating their experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number four. Lucy was into giving a farewell speech. He hates that kind of thing.
Was
This phrasal verb is very common, even in a beach level. For example, you when you try to convince
put
someone,
into.
tucked into, yes, tucked into. was
Mm-hmm.
talked into giving a farewell, but she didn't want to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number five. I am not out of hiring and firing people. It is too stressful.
Hey, I'm not.
When you are not done for someone, or for when you don't want, or when you don't like to do something, or when you are not
Mm,
able to.
turn out for.
I guess that this, and I bet, I am sure that this phrasal verb will come to you as a surprise. It is cut out for.
Cut out for.
Cut out for. And what does it mean? It means suited for, hecho para. For example, I am
Mm-hmm.
not out cut out for hiring people. That's none of my business. No estoy hecho para contratar y despedir gente.
Ah.
Yes, it is very useful.
Mm,
Yes,
hecho para, ¿no?
yes. For example, you can say, "I am not cut out for dealing with my misbehaving students." For example.
Yeah. Okay. That
Yeah.
that's cool.
Mhm. Next, this one you know that it is not on the maybe surely on the meaning that you probably know. It is the long commute that me of
Me.
applying for that job.
Turn off. Apply for the job.
Do you remember the phrase of verb put off, right? What
Ah,
does it
put
mean?
off.
Put off. To postpone something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this case, it means to discourage someone,
Mm,
desanimar a alguien. So it
mm-hmm.
is a long commute that put me off applying that for that job.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Number seven. At an interview, it out that they wanted me to manage the whole team.
The interview it. Uh, uh, put put out. I don't know.
Turned out. Turned out. What does it
Turn
mean?
out.
To prove to be. Resultó ser or resulta ser.
Mm,
This is a B2 level phrasal verb as well. For example, I was thinking that her love was true, but it turned out to be false. For example, yeah.
okay.
Number eight. It is going to take ages to
It's going to take inches
of such a
to.
large bank loan.
Mm, it's going to take inches to.
What do you do
Such
with a
as.
loan? You have to pay it. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, it is going to take ages to pay off
To
such a
pay
large
off.
bank loan. What is the meaning of pay off? The meaning is to finish paying a debt, to pay a
Mm,
debt completely. Pura.
okay.
Number nine. Paul was claiming expenses for meetings that didn't happen, that didn't take place, but he was eventually out.
Uh, what was claiming expensive for
It is
meetings
a little
that
bit
didn't
similar like
happen,
the number three, that is
but
he
he
threw,
was eventually
but he was eventually. How do you say descubierto? Fue descubierto.
uncovered, catch it out, catch
Yes,
out,
was caught out.
catch
Meaning
out.
to expose what is wrongdoing.
Mm,
Catch out. For example, yesterday my friend was catch out cheating
cheating.
cheating on the exam. Yeah.
Yeah, cheating the exam.
Okay, number 10. The pressure never up in this office. I'm afraid.
Never, never come up,
Let up.
let up,
Let up. Okay.
and nunca se va.
Yes.
Mm,
Disminuir. Nunca disminuye. And that is why I am afraid.
mhm.
Next. To be an effective manager, what it all down to is delegation.
Come down to.
Yes. Come down to. It means depend on.
Mhm.
Yes. Depend on. Ultimately depend on. And the last one. Uh, when I was first out, I had no idea how rewarding the job would be.
Check out.
Start out.
Start out. Ah, yeah.
Start out means to begin a career or to begin a path.
Start
Empezar.
out.
Start out.
Mhm.
When you start doing your experiential and professional life. Let's go over the keyword information and that is over.
Okay.
In the past, it is all about the vocabulary that we had during the moment.
No way. Okay.
Okay, number one, number zero. I would like to show you. Okay, maybe do you know? Have you ever heard about this expression "on no account should"?
Oh no, coach
It's
should
a formal negative endorsement.
no. What is it mean?
Okay, when you say, for example, can you maybe work out the meaning based on the context? The man is armed. On no account should you approach him.
The man is servant and oh no, coach should you approach him? No, con. It's impossible.
Bajo ningún concepto o bajo de ninguna manera debes acercarte, le dice. On no account should
Mm,
you do something.
mm,
That is.
bajo ningún concepto. Okay. Okay, okay.
Number two. Number one, sorry. In the past, the commute to work was longer than now, than in the present. So the commute to work
Doesn't not however in the past the commute to work was longer than now. Was more long.
make a
Uh,
phrase to compare a duration.
uh, with long. Okay,
Yes.
let me see. Let me see. Stop right there.
For example, I tell you, we have to use this phrase that is to take too long. Have you ever heard?
Mm,
But in this case, it's with us. For so
as long as
yes. So the commute to work doesn't take
doesn't
as
take as
as
long
long
as that it's used
as
to.
it used to. Okay. Or maybe you can use last. Durar doesn't take or doesn't last as
Ah,
long
doesn't
as it used to in the past.
doesn't
Okay.
take as long as yeah. As it.
Number two. I have never had another project that has interested me as much as this one.
Mhm.
Okay, so this project is by automatically I know that it is by far. That is for
By
sure.
far.
By far, the most,
Mhm.
the
By
most what?
far the most. By far the most interesting
Interesting project that
that that that
yes
I ever had.
that I have ever had. Okay, that is the answer. Number three, the crisis has affected business so much that we might have to close down the company. So the crisis has what?
Crisis
The present perfect.
has had
Yes, has had.
uh,
Remember the expressions such,
s- such
such an impact on.
such an impact on.
Yes, so the crisis has had such an impact on business that we might have close down the company. Remember that the collocation is impact on. It is always to have an impact on. To have an impact on something. Don't forget.
Mhm.
Number four. Christian remained optimistic despite things not going to plan during the meeting. Christian
Mm,
remained optimistic even, first of all, even automatically I say though. So
even though,
what?
even though, even though the meeting, no, Christian remain optimistic despite things not going to
Remember
plan
that
during
the
20. Yeah,
syntax is important.
yeah. Hey, Christian remain optimistic despite things not going to plan during the meeting. Yeah, Christian remain optimistic even though uh, the the things
Yes, only things.
uh, ah,
Even
uh,
though things
even though things uh, didn't go
didn't go. Yes,
didn't
didn't go
go
as planned.
as planned. Mhm,
Yes, so even though things didn't go as planned.
mhm.
That is okay. Number five. Many companies don't make the most of their marketing opportunities. They don't take advantage of their marketing opportunities. So many companies fail to what? What I told you. To
Taking
take
take
to take
take
advantage of.
to take advantage of. Yeah.
Take advantage of their marketing opportunities. And that's it.
Mhm.
Number six. I had expected the interview to be much worse than it
That
actually
is
was.
actually.
So the interview was actually nowhere. Now you know this.
Yeah. Nowhere near us.
Yes, as bad as.
As bad as.
Yes. And that's it. And I'm gonna show you the answers here. There you are.
Okay. Take as long as I did. Yeah. Far the most interesting one. I don't get the number two. Far the most interesting
Project
project
or one. It can be
one.
the words that are in brackets are up to
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see. I had never had another project that has interesting
No, it
me
didn't
as
go as
much
planned.
as this one. This project is by far the most por mucho más
Yes,
interesante. Yeah, okay. Far
yes,
the most. Okay, get it. The crisis has had such an impact. That is that I don't get. Yeah, the number two, I get it. Number three is that I have problem. It has affected business so much that we may have to close down the company. The crisis has had such an impact on.
yes.
No, no, no idea why.
Which one?
Number three.
Number three.
Mm-hmm.
Because it says the crisis has affected. What does it mean? That it has had an impact on business.
Mm-hmm.
Or number three, that the impact.
Okay.
Yes. When you say that
Ah,
something has impact on something, it means that it has or it affects or it affected or it has affected something or someone.
okay. Yeah, I get it. That is something that I used to
Yes.
do in B2, like
Hmm.
try to relate to areas like
For
impact
example, one.
and affect.
So now you know if you come across with one very similar or very close to this one. Now you know. For example, either you can say, for example, in the first one, it could be, for example, the crisis has had an impact on. In the other one, you can write has affected.
Mm-hmm.
Can be the other way around and vice versa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, got it.
And that's it.
Even though things did not go as, yeah, that is good. Cool, cool.
Okay. So what do you think and what did you feel about this vocabulary?
Hmm?
It was really useful, I guess, right?
Okay, yeah, new vocabulary is almost useful. Is
So, for example,
by
one
far
ad-
the
one
most.
one one strategy that I suggest you that you can put into practice in order you don't forget in this vocabulary keeps actively in your mind. It's,
Mm-hmm.
for example, it's what I used to what I actually I currently do is that you choose an isolated word or maybe a whole phrase. It depends on what you
Mm-hmm.
want to learn. Okay, for example, you can say, okay, today I want to internalize the phrasal verb see through, for example. Yeah, see through.
Mm-hmm.
You write the definition, but in Spanish of
Mm-hmm.
that phrase or that word, and then you write a sentence using that phrase or that word. Okay, a short sentence, but on your own. Okay, without without using any other resource. And then with that phrase or that word, you write a short paragraph using this one.
Mm-hmm.
That is a strategy that actually works when it comes to memorizing vocabulary and you never forget it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Hmm. That's it. Okay. So the next lesson we continue with gerunds in infinitives because we have to make a reminder as well on that part. And this is about intonation. I guess it is not necessary to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reading part, okay? So that will be for Monday. Sorry, for Friday.
Yeah, I was
Because
thinking,
I am thinking
okay,
Monday one more time
Monday.
to get together in Lexi's house.
Ah,
Okay, so let me take today's attendance screenshot and then you can leave.
yep.
Okay, I don't know what is happening with my camera. Let me turn it up this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, there I am. Okay, perfect. Okay, my dear Diego. So that's it for today, and you are free.
Okay, thank you, Paul.
Bye bye, my dear Diego.
Bye bye.
See you.